I can't remember who said this. I was listening to someone, it's like a week ago, and one of the things, someone's content, and one of the things that they said was listen to the fear less, right? Listen to the fear infrequently, less. And I just latched onto that. It was like one of those moments where it was just what I needed to hear, the moment I needed to hear it. Yes, that. I'll have those moments where something just hits home. Listen to the fear less. Huh. I'm doing things now that are different for me. I'm working on things that are going to be a stretch in my business. It's outside of my comfort zone. It's outside of what I usually know and default to works. So it's a lot of unknown. It's a lot of unknown. And so it's what I needed to hear. But as I listened more and thought about it, I also said it to myself this way: listen to the fearless, not just listen to the fear less, but listen to the fearless. And now I'm really excited, right? Now I'm really excited. And not just because of my geeked out marketing MBA. Ooh, this is great. It has two meanings. This is perfect, right? Not just because of that. But I've been using this idea, saying it in both of these different ways as part of my meditating, actually, as part of my journaling. Listen to the fear less. What am I telling myself? What are you telling yourself about why something won't work, why you can't do something? Where is your brain? Where is my brain trying to keep me safe and small and protected? And where can you acknowledge it? Acknowledge it, and then just decide not to listen to it and just do the thing anyway. The fear can be there. It can totally be there. That's fine. That's its job. You don't even have to be mad about it. You don't have to make yourself wrong about it. I used to get very mad at myself for even feeling the fear. That's its job. That's my brain's job. It can completely be there. You don't have to make yourself wrong or bad for having the fear, for having the limiting beliefs, for thinking the scary thoughts. However, you can simply choose not to listen to it. That easy. You could let it be and simply choose not to listen to it. If we're friends on Facebook, and if we're not, go make sure we are. That's where I post my personal stuff, because I am of the age where that personal stuff goes on Facebook. You can see that I have been learning, and several months now, working with hawks and falcons and owls. I've been working with raptors. And this past week, for the first time, I held a female red-tailed hawk that is basically as big as my upper body. The way that I'm holding her, my arm is about even with my hip or my waist, and she's up to my neck easily. She's huge. I'm not huge. This is a big bird. And as I'm listening, what you can't see from the pictures, as I'm listening to the very experienced person telling me what to do, there's another volunteer off to the side who's just slightly ahead of me in her experience. And she's just very calmly saying, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. And I swear I was listening to her more than I was listening to the instructions. But then the bird's on my arm and the equipment's in place, and the bird's body language is showing that she's calm and she's comfortable, and she's making her little happy chirpy noises that she makes when she's calm and comfortable. I could have listened to the fear from having giant talons just an inch away from where the glove ends and my arm, unprotected arm, begins, or the fear of having what looks like, just because of the way she's shaped, a very aggressive, angry face with a unbelievably strong and sharp beak inches away from my neck and my face. But then, if I would have done that, I wouldn't have had the experience of holding her, the experience of being with her, of engaging with her, of supporting her, and in return, her having her trust me, and that exchange, which is just mesmerizing for someone like me who is very interested and into that type of situation. One of my favorite quotes is everything you want is on the other side of fear. I don't even remember who said it. We can Google that. Everything you want is on the other side of fear. It doesn't say not to be afraid. Afraid is normal. Afraid is fine. Afraid is fine. You just know that you can absolutely be afraid and do it anyway. You can absolutely be afraid of whatever it is you're working on and still do it. And still do it. So the flip side, going back to me getting geeked out, marketing geeked out on this comment, the flip side of listen to the fear less is listen to the fearless. Listen to the fearless. There's a spark. You have a spark. It's my word lately. I don't know. You have a spark. If you are listening to me here at all, if you listen to this type of content at all, people who seek out my content, anyone like this, there's a spark. People who don't have these sparks don't want to listen to me. I promise you. That spark is your fearless. That spark of wanting something, of wanting more, of wanting to do a thing. What would happen if you listened to the fear less and listened more to the fearless? What would happen for you? What would you get to do? And this is the second part of how I've been using this with my journaling and my meditating, feeling as if it already happened. What would happen if I listened to the fearless? Because most of the fear is because we don't know what will happen. Most of the fear we have is because the outcome of what we're trying to do is unknown. It's the potential. We are actually scared because we think there is potential for a problem. We don't know for sure. So feel the feelings of it all working out. Feel the feelings of it already being successful. And I laugh about this, going back to the birds. I laugh about this as I work with these bigger and bigger birds. If you go through the pictures on Facebook, I said a little bird and a really cute, quiet bird. And now there's the big, scary birds. If you've ever worked with animals in any way, what you know is that 80% of the work is cleaning. 80% of the work is gross, okay? It just is. 80% of the work is cleaning gross things. And in the case of working with raptors, owls, hawks, falcons, the food prep, I'll spare you the details, but the food prep is almost more disgusting than the cleaning. Just leave that at there. As I take steps to work more closely with these birds that are intimidating because of how big they are, of how strong they are, of how powerful they are, and how little I am, and how fragilely human I feel when I'm in their presence, I'll say to myself, I didn't do all that cleaning to stop now. And I'll say it a little bit more disgusting. I didn't prepare all that gross food to stop now. You didn't come this far to only come this far. You didn't come this far to stop now, to only come this far. So it's time. It's time. It's time to listen to your fear less and listen to your fearless.